So Xbox just dropped 30 minutes of announcements and somehow managed to make me care about a farming simulator, a frog game, and a Bluey photography adventure all in the same broadcast. The Xbox partner preview aired yesterday. 19 games, 7 world premieres, 14 of them hitting Game Pass day one. And honestly, for a show that wasn't even a proper Xbox showcase, this thing had no business going as hard as it did. Let's start with the one that had everyone's timeline absolutely buzzing. Stranger Than Heaven, the new game from RGG Studio, aka the Yakuza people, aka the reason I have trust issues about emotional storytelling in crime games. We already knew this thing existed. They announced it as Project Century back at the Game Awards 2024, but the new trailer just blew the doors wide open. 5 eras, 1915, 1929, 1943, 1951, and 1965. 5 different Japanese cities. And here's the part that has the community going feral. Kamurocho and Sotenbori both showed up in the trailer. Those are Yakuza cities. RGG keeps refusing to confirm whether this is set in the same universe. But come on, we all see it. The combat looks like modern like a dragon with grappling and environmental stuff. The whole thing was set to this incredible jazz soundtrack, and I'm pretty sure they confirmed Snoop Dogg is involved somehow because of course they did. Xbox and RGG are doing a full dedicated showcase on May 6th to pull back the curtain on the story and cast. So we're getting way more soon. No release date yet, but people are guessing late 2026. Now the announcement that probably affects the most people right now. Hades 2 is finally coming to Xbox and PS5 on April 14th, day one Game Pass. This thing got a 10 out of 10 from Game Informer when it launched on Switch and PC last September. And the console version includes every post-launch patch, plus some bonus content they haven't detailed yet. If you've been waiting to play this, your wait is almost over. Malinoe is an absolute blast to play. The familiar system where little animals follow you on runs is genuinely one of the best additions to the roguelite genre in years, and the soundtrack alone is worth the download. April 14th, put it in your calendar. The Expanse got a proper gameplay reveal, and okay, I need to talk about this one. Owlcat Games, the studio behind the Pathfinder CRPGs, is making a third-person action RPG set in the Expanse universe. The trailer showed combat that honestly looks like Mass Effect, dialogue trees, space exploration, crew companions who help you even when they're not in your active squad. You play as a custom captain building your crew while Mars and the Belt are on the edge of collapse. Beta starts April 22nd if you buy the Founders Pack. Full release spring 2027 on Game Pass. I was not expecting this to look as polished as it does. Owlcat going from isometric CRPGs to this is a wild pivot, and I am very much here for it. Wuthering Waves is coming to Xbox in July, which is huge for the gacha crowd that's been stuck on mobile and PC. Full Game Pass support too, if you've been sleeping on this one. It's basically an open-world action RPG with anime aesthetics and a surprisingly deep combat system. The Xbox port means a whole new audience is about to discover why people have been obsessed with this game. STALKER 2 is getting a proper expansion. Duty versus Freedom faction conflict, new and classic locations. Summer 2026. If you've been living in the zone since launch, you're eating good. Now let me rapid fire some of the smaller announcements, because a few of these genuinely caught me off guard. Grave Seasons is a farming simulator where one of the townspeople is a serial killer, just casually burying that detail in a cozy game trailer. August 14th, The Eternal Life of Goldman. Looks like Cuphead had a baby with a European fairy tale. It's a hand-drawn platformer about an old man who literally forgot to die. And there's a demo out right now. Frog Squad is an 8-player co-op puzzle platformer about frogs and sewers working for a swamp king. And I cannot believe I just typed that sentence, but it looks genuinely fun. June 2026. Oh, and Bluey got a game. Bluey's Happy Snaps. It's a photography adventure where Bluey and Bingo explore Australia and take pictures of wildlife. It's for kids obviously, but let's be real. Half the adults in this audience are going to play it anyway and pretend it's for their younger sibling. Fall 2026. Game Pass. The show closed with Artificial Detective. This post-apocalyptic mystery game where you play a wisecracking robot detective trying to figure out why humanity disappeared. Only one human child is left. They're saving the details for May 6th alongside the Stranger Than Heaven deep dive, so that date is basically becoming a mini showcase of its own. Here's what I think is worth noting about this whole thing. 14 out of 19 games on Game Pass day one. Xbox Play Anywhere on most of them, so your progress carries between console, PC, and cloud. Say what you want about Xbox's first-party situation, but the Game Pass value proposition with third-party support like this is genuinely hard to argue with. They're not trying to win with one massive exclusive anymore. They're trying to make the subscription the thing you can't cancel, and showcases like this are exactly exactly how they do it. The 2 dates to remember from all of this are April 14th for Hades 2 and May 6th for the Stranger Than Heaven deep dive. Everything else, mark your calendars as it comes. Let me know in the comments which announcement got you the most hyped, because I already know half of you are going to say Stranger Than Heaven, and the other half are going to say Hades 2. And honestly, both answers are correct. See you tomorrow!